Chapter 51 Ning Xiao #039, S Influence. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 51, Ning Xiao's Influence. After finishing registration, Ning Rongrong led Zhu Zhuqin to the girls' dorm. Rongrong, what's the deal with classes here? Are we actually going to sit through lectures? Zhu Zhuqin asked, curious. Yeah, we have to go to class, but we're not exactly average students. We don't have a ton of coursework, and we've already covered most of the basics. Mostly, we'll be doing simulated environment training or live combat exercises. Let's just chill today and see what Ning Xiao has planned for tomorrow. If he thinks any of the classes are actually useful, he'll set it up for us to attend. Ning Rongrong sat on the edge of the bed, swinging her gorgeous legs, and spoke to Zhu Zhuqin in a gentle tone. Ning Xiao's planning things. Don't we have, like, a teacher? Zhu Zhuqin's eyes widened in confusion. Is it really okay for a student to organize the learning schedule for another group of students? Zhu Zhuqin, I know what you're worried about. Ning Rongrong moved closer to Zhu Zhuqin, acting like they were old friends. Don't sweat it. Ning Xiao's our age, but he's super responsible and can totally handle it. Even my dad says Ning Xiao can build an unbeatable team. Zhu Zhuqin was still hesitant, feeling like she was getting in over her head. Over in the boys' dorm, Ning Xiao was the only one living there. Some of his secrets were better kept to himself. He stared at a crystal-clear spine-like bone in his hand. It was the torso spirit bone from a 10,000-year Titan great ape. If Ning Xiao hadn't gotten the Earth Grey Bear soul bone first, he would have absorbed this one for sure. A 10,000-year spirit bone would definitely give him a bigger boost than a 5,000-year one. What should I do with this thing, that he wondered. He could keep it, wait until he found another Titan great ape, and maybe get a few more spirit bones to combine. Too bad he only knew of one Titan great ape, and chopping up a 10,000-year beast wasn't exactly a walk in the park. I guess I'll give it to Uncle Ning. But I need to figure out where it came from first. After mulling it over, Ning Xiao decided, in 7 years, Spirit Hall's soul hunting plan would kick off. Even though the 7 treasure glazed tile school now had one more title, Douluo and Ning Fengji had reached the Contra level, they still weren't completely safe. Boosting the overall strength of the school was the top priority, and this spirit bone would be a huge help. Ning Fengji wouldn't need it himself, so he'd probably give it to Sword Douluo or Bone Douluo. Either way, it would be a massive power-up for them and could be a game-changer in future battles, but explaining where it came from was tricky. A level 37 soul master just happening to have a 10,000-year spirit bone. That'd raise some eyebrows. Wait a minute, hidden weapons. The direct members of the sect are mainly support types, so their combat ability isn't the best. Hidden weapons would be perfect for them. Ning Xiao grabbed a pen and paper and started writing down everything he remembered. The system had directly downloaded this information into his brain, so writing it all down wasn't too hard. However, perfectly recreating those intricate hidden weapon blueprints wouldn't be easy, so he'd have to work on that later. Too bad I'm not really into hidden weapons and don't have time to study them. I'll have to find someone suitable to pass the knowledge on to. Ning Xiao planned to give the Xiantian treasure records to the 7 treasure glazed tile school. Those techniques would be a gold mine for them. He wasn't part of the Tang sect, so he didn't have to follow Tang San's rules. Besides, these were all things he'd gotten himself, so he could give them to whoever he wanted. What was it to Tang San? But explaining where they came from to Ning Fengji would still be tough. Maybe he could tell him that some old guy with white hair said he was a natural prodigy and sold him the stuff for 10 gold soul coins. The next day, after a huge breakfast in the cafeteria, everyone headed to the classroom. They were all wearing their school uniforms. The men's and women's styles were different, but both were sapphire blue. The fabric was luxurious, studded with gems, oozing extravagance. The guys looked like young nobles, and even Fang Sua, who was a big, burly dude, looked more refined in his uniform. The girls' uniforms balanced practicality with beauty. The elegant skirts showed off their figures perfectly. The hems fluttered, reflecting light like a glazed pagoda. In the summer, the girls would probably switch to the summer uniforms to show off their legs, which would be quite a sight when it came to fashion design. The Seven Treasure Glazed Tile School definitely had a knack for it. Zhu Zhuqing wasn't wearing a uniform yet, even though the school had spares. Zhu Zhuqing's figure was too unique. They'd have to measure her and custom make one. There were 3 classes in the senior academy, 2 for levels 20 to 24 and 1 for levels 25-30. Once you hit a certain level, you could move up to the next class. As for students above level 30, there were hardly any, and Ning Xiao usually took them out for special training anyway. So, there weren't any new classes opened for them. Ning Xiao and the others studied in the same classroom as the level 25 to 30 students, which meant there were only about 20 people in total. Oh my gosh, it's Ning Xiao. Chief Ning Xiao's here. Wow, he's so hot. So dreamy, that as soon as Ning Xiao walked in, there was a stir, especially from a few girls acting like total fangirls. The guys were just jealous. With his looks and his strength, Ning Xiao deserved all the attention. Chief was the title given to the strongest student, and Ning Xiao definitely earned it. Lu Su, you look even better than the last time I saw you. Ning Xiao said to a girl with short hair. She beamed when she heard him. Han Ritian, you made it to the advanced class too. Last time I checked, you were only at level 23. Nice job. Ning Xiao said to a young man in his 20s. Hey, it was just luck. He scratched his head, looking embarrassed. There was still some time before class, so Ning Xiao greeted his old classmates. Every time he called someone's name, they got super excited. In the Seven Treasure Glazed Tile School, and especially in the academy, Ning Xiao's influence was huge. The bell rang, and a middle-aged teacher walked in. When he saw Ning Xiao and his group sitting in the front row, he jumped. Young Master Ning Xiao's in class. Oh my god, he's going to be a title Douluo one day. I have to nail this lesson and not make a fool of myself in front of him. The teacher thought, title Douluo seemed like a distant dream, but nobody doubted that Ning Xiao had what it took. Hi everyone, today's lesson is about how to maximize the effectiveness of an agility-based attack Soul Master in team battles. The teacher took the class very seriously, always glancing at Ning Xiao. Seeing Ning Xiao's calm expression, he felt a bit better. Giving a lecture with Ning Xiao watching always felt like a test, and he was terrified of saying something stupid. Luckily, it seemed like Ning Xiao was satisfied with the lesson. Zhu Zhuqing was paying close attention and writing down notes. She had always been a lone wolf. Now that she had partners, it was time to change. End of this chapter. Chapter 52. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 52, Worried Lingling can't keep up the healing. Zhu Zhuqing hung on every word in class, scribbling furiously in her notebook. After lunch, she sought out Ning Rongrong. Rongrong, where are the simulated training environments at the academy? I want to practice. Zhu Zhuqing lacked the playful spirit of her peers, driven only to get stronger. Zhu Zhuqing, why the rush? There are simulated environments in the east and north areas. The north is better for weapon-based soul masters, but you're a beast type, so the east is the place to go. Lots of cute critters there, perfect for your soul. Come on, I'll show you. Ning Rongrong replied. Okay, Zhu Zhuqing replied, eager to start. Hold up, Ning Xiao interrupted. No classes this afternoon, Rongrong. First take Zhuqing to the Spirit Hall branch to register her level and collect her stipend. Then hit the city for some essentials. Special training starts tomorrow, so there's not much time. Ugh, more special training. Su Haikwa groaned. Got a problem with that? Challenge me, and if you win, you can write the training schedule from now on. Ning Xiao said with a playful smile. No way, I wouldn't dream of questioning your decisions, Boss Xiao. You're all-knowing and all-powerful, I'll do whatever you say. Su Haikwa said, trying to sound sincere. Yeah, Boss Xiao's special training is the most humane in the whole country, Zhao Yi chimed in quickly. Leopard, I'm sensing some sarcasm here, Du Guyen said, strolling over and brushing a strand of purple hair from her face, revealing her pretty features. Zhao Ye's face paled. Yanzi, you're twisting my words. I didn't mean anything by it. Zhao Yi waved his hands defensively. Alright, I'm sure Zhao Yi didn't mean anything. Ning Xiao looked at Zhao Yi with a pleasant expression. This instantly set off alarm bells for Zhao Yi. Sure enough, Ning Xiao's next sentence confirmed his fears. No plans this afternoon, so everyone's free. But since Zhao Yi thinks my training is so humane, he can start with a basic set. With that, Ning Xiao left the classroom with a smile. Boss is a genius, the rest of the group cheered as they departed, leaving Zhao Yi to his fate. The basic set Ning Xiao was referring to involved running 6 miles with weights, without using spirit power, followed by 100 push-ups. Although Zhao Yi specialized in agility and speed, his body was still well conditioned, so it wasn't too terrible. Alright, Zhao Yi sighed and headed to the equipment room to grab the weights. Even though Ning Xiao was gone, he wouldn't dare skip it. In 7 Treasure City, Ning Rongrong and Zhu Zhuqing emerged from the Spirit Hall branch. Zhu Zhuqing still clutched the 100 gold spirit coins she had just received. Seriously, Zhuqing, won't you consider joining the 7 Treasure Glazed Tile School? We pay a monthly salary of 100 gold spirit coins, and with your talent, I could convince my dad to give you even more. The Spirit Hall stipend only lasts until you're a level 40 Spirit Master. After that, you don't get money anymore. But we keep paying you for as long as you are around, and the higher your level, the more you get, plus, you get access to all our resources, Ning Rongrong pleaded. No, I'm from the Star Luo Empire. I'm not joining any sect, Zhu Zhuqing replied coldly. Okay, Ning Rongrong was crestfallen. She really wanted Zhu Zhuqing to join. Zhu Zhuqing's talent was at least as great as her own, and she felt a deep connection with her, like a long-lost sister. You're holding something back, aren't you? I won't push it. We can still be sisters, Ning Rongrong said after a moment. She looped her arm through Zhu Zhuqing's, her disappointment gone. Yes, we're sisters, Zhu Zhuqing replied, a smile gracing her face. The next day, after breakfast and a short rest, Ning Xiao headed not to the classroom but to the academy's martial arts training ground. The rectangular field was massive, with a running track circling its perimeter. Some early rising teachers and students were already exercising, and they watched in admiration as Ning Xiao's group arrived. Fighting is the best practice. It exposes your weaknesses and helps you understand your partner's combat style, Ning Xiao explained. Before we get started, you'll pair up for one-on-one matches to find your opponent for the day. With that, everyone sprang into action. Zhuqing, let's see if your nether cat is faster than my shadow daggers. Lu Qiqi challenged Zhu Zhuqing. Fine by me. Zhu Zhuqing said, looking forward to it. The 3 assistants and Ning Xiao would sit this out, leaving the remaining 6 to form 3 pairs. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Zhu Zhuqing and Lu Qiqi, both agility-based fighters, became blurs on the field. The attacks weren't devastating, but the 2 girls fought hard. The shadow daggers were small and precise, ideal for ambushes. Lu Qiqi moved with careful steps, flinging her dagger at the right moment. The nether cat spirit was all about speed and agility. Zhu Zhuqing wove among the blades, her claws glinting like a predator. The duel between claws and daggers was a deadly dance. The 2 chased each other, moving too fast for the eye to follow. Ning Xiao activated his purple extreme divine eyes to follow every move. The fight lasted more than 10 minutes. Eventually, Lu Qiqi's greater age, experience, and level gave her the edge. You're strong, Zhu Zhuqing admitted coolly. Even though she lost, her determination was unbroken. I'll train harder, and I'll win next time. You're good too, Zhuqing. I wasn't nearly as good as you at your level, Lu Qiqi said, patting Zhu Zhuqing's shoulder. The other matches were finishing up. Suddenly, Dugu Yan approached Ning Xiao with a smile. Ning Xiao, how about we challenge you? Challenge me? Yan, are you sure? You might be a higher level, but you're still not my match. Ning Xiao grinned. You misunderstood. Not I, but we. All 9 of us against you, Duguyen said eagerly. Yeah, I agree. Don't chicken out, Ning Xiao. Ning Rongrong chimed in, always one for a thrill. So you're sure you want to take me on? 9 of you? Ning Xiao asked tentatively. Hee, Zhao Yi sauntered up, cracking his knuckles. He'd never challenged Ning Xiao alone, but 9 against 1. The odds suddenly seemed more even. Afraid of getting your butt kicked, Boss Xiao? Zhao Yi goaded. Nah, I'm just a little worried about Lingling, Ning Xiao said, a hint of meaning in his voice. Why are you worried about me? Yi Lingling asked, confused. I'm worried your 9-hearted begonia might run out of juice trying to keep up. Chapter 53 One Hammer 9. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Arrogant, just too arrogant, I was still wondering if Yi Lingling could restore their blood. And then they say this? Alright, guys, soul manifestation. Let's get him, Fang Suo roared, activating his martial soul. Fang Suo was already a 7-footer, but manifesting his martial soul bulked him up even more. Muscles popped everywhere, clearly a powerful soul master. 2 yellow and 2 purple soul rings blazed under his feet, the best configuration, marking him as a soul sect disciple, level 45 soul power. At Liuli Academy, nobody was stronger, not even Duguyen at level 43, or Yi Lingling at 41. 9 treasures turn out Liuli. 7 treasures turned out of Liuli. Meow. Everyone else activated their spirits too, their brightly colored rings a dazzling spectacle. Ning Xiao smiled, and a pitch-black chaos knife materialized in his hand. 2 purple and 1 black soul ring immediately cranked up the pressure in the air. Whoa, a fight. Let's go watch. Chief Ning Xiao's making a move. This is historic. It's rare to see him fight. Get everyone. Ning Xiao never fights. I knew getting up early would pay off. The other students doing morning exercises went wild, staring with adoration. Class was about to start, but the teachers weren't about to stop anyone from watching. Fang Suo, Haikua, don't go head-to-head with Ning Xiao. You're outmatched. Chi-Chi, Leopard, Zhu Qing, you're fast. Box Ning Xiao in, and I'll control him. Rongrong, Mouse, you're on support. Duguyen laid out the tactics. As vice-captain of the Liuli team, she knew how to command. Everyone sprung into action. The 3 speedsters started running circles, and Ning Xiao almost got dizzy. Duguyen launched a long-range poisonous gas attack. Duguyen could saturate the area with toxins, but that would dilute them. Ning Xiao's cloud bat-winged soul bone made him immune to diluted toxins. So Duguyen had to use small bursts of compressed toxin. It wouldn't hurt Ning Xiao, but it would be a major pain if it touched him. The 2 glazed tile pagoda supporters buffed different teammates by 40%, making them even more ferocious. Fang Suo, Su Haikua, keep him busy. Don't let him near Rongrong and Mouse. Duguyen barked the orders. In team battles, the 7 treasures glazed tile pagoda soul master always gets taken out first, and Duguyen was one of the 7 treasures glazed tile sect. Of course she knew how to protect them. With 5 people on him, Ning Xiao was pinned down. What a shame, he thought, since he couldn't take out the support system, he'd have to just overpower them. The chaos knife blurred, unleashing terrifying soul power that sent everyone scattering. Clang. Clang, star, knife blows rained down on Fang Suo's martial soul. Even with 4 spirit rings, Fang Suo could barely defend himself. Suddenly, a dagger hurtled in, relieving the pressure on Fang Suo. It was crystal clear, glowing, and pulsed with soul power, a serious threat. Chi-Chi, I see you. Ning Xiao smiled, his first soul ring flashed, and he vanished. He exploded with speed, outpacing even Lu Chi-Chi, who had Ning Hao's 40% speed boost. Oh, crap. Lu Chi-Chi's expression went white. Hold up, Lu Chi-Chi cried, but Ning Xiao's blade had already landed. The host uses the natal weapon Chaos God Knife to launch the first soul skill Phantom Tribulation. which triggers a critical strike effect and currently causes a paralysis effect. The flat of the blade struck Lu Qiqi in the stomach, sending her flying. Oof! Lu Qiqi groaned in pain, her body suddenly numb, thud, she hit the ground hard, her skirt covered in dust. 9 Heart Begonia, heal. Milky light bathed Lu Qiqi, helping her recover. She stood up, glaring at Ning Xiao. Brother Ning Xiao, you really don't know how to treat a lady, do you? When she saw he wasn't even listening, she stamped her foot and stormed off. If Ning Xiao had used the edge of the blade, she'd be dead. She was just a weapon soul master in the speed class, and her body couldn't take that kind of hit. 1 down. Next target, Zhao Yi. Ning Xiao activated Ghost Shadow Fascination, his agile footwork dodging Du Guyan's poison. He might not be as fast as the 2 speedsters, but they couldn't catch him, control the crane, capture the dragon. 30 seconds later, Ning Xiao found an opening and pounced on Zhao Yi. Boss Xiao, not in the face, Zhao Yi yelled, but Ning Xiao punched him in the face and tossed him off the field. Zhao Yi felt his cheek swelling. Mortified, he didn't want anyone to see him. 9 Heart Begonia, heal. The healing light washed over him, finally making him feel better. Last one in the speed class. Ning Xiao chased Zhu Zhuqing. Fang Sua and Su Haikua were too slow to help. Speed-wise, Ning Xiao wasn't as fast as Zhu Zhuqing. She also had that broken skill, shadow stealth. But when Ning Xiao finally got close and she vanished, he couldn't fight an invisible opponent. This soul skill is messed up, Ning Xiao grumbled. Zhuqing, don't worry. I've got you. Just then, Su Haikua arrived to support Zhu Zhuqing. Haikua, get back here. He's coming for you, Du Guyan screamed. Back? How can I go back? Ning Xiao's voice made Su Haikua's expression twist. Ning Xiao moved, and the only black soul ring on his body glowed. Dodge. Everyone knew Ning Xiao's third soul skill was a wide area attack, and they scattered. Zhu Zhuqing sped out of range. Du Guyan, Ning Rongrong, Yi Lingling, and Ning Hao were already far away, all clear of the blast radius. The fourth soul skill, Sang Xiong Dominance. Fang Sua activated his fourth soul skill, a self-buff that massively boosted his defense and attack. Ning Xiao's ground spikes couldn't touch him. Fang Sua hammered them into the ground. But Su Haikua was in trouble. His lone wolf martial soul was supposed to be an attacker. He was supposed to be well-rounded, jack of all trades, master of none, and at level 38, his soul power was low. He couldn't withstand Ning Xiao's ground spikes, so Su Haikua jumped into the air to escape. The spikes only reached 5 meters, and it was just a single wave. With his martial soul manifested, Su Haikua's legs launched him more than 5 meters into the air. Too bad for you. The air is mine. Ning Xiao felt a little sorry for Su Haikua. His second soul ring lit up, and the air split into a half-moon shape. Su Haikua had nowhere to hide. The host uses the natal weapon Chaos God Knife to launch the second soul skill, Shocking Half-Moon Tribulation, which triggers a critical strike effect, and currently causes a stun effect, which lasts for 1 second. Bang! Ning Xiao slammed Su Haikua, and he crashed to the ground. 9 Heart Begonia, heal. Yi Lingling sighed and started healing. With everyone focused on Su Haikua, Ning Xiao moved again. He activated his first soul skill and exploded with speed, appearing in front of Ning Hao in the blink of an eye. Ning Hao backed away, terrified. But when an attack class soul master got close to him, he was helpless. Thud, another person was tossed away. Yi Lingling didn't have time to heal Ning Hao, because Ning Xiao was rushing her. Now only Du Guyan, Fang Sua, and Zhu Zhuqing were left as attackers. Du Guyan and Fang Sua weren't fast enough to help. Zhu Zhuqing was too weak. Ning Xiao would take her out. A moment later, Ning Xiao grabbed Yi Lingling. Lingling, I won't hit you. Just get out. Okay. Yi Lingling left without a fight. Brother Ning Xiao, you wouldn't hit me, right? I'll just leave now. Ning Rongrong clutched her 9 treasures glazed tile pagoda, acting cute. She'd been standing with Ning Xiao and Yi Lingling, so when Ning Xiao broke through the back line, she was right there. She put away her pagoda and scurried away. Ning Xiao wouldn't hit Ning Rongrong. He turned to the remaining 3. Want to keep going? Ning Xiao asked with a smile they could only force a wry smile. They'd never had to fight without support. Now that Ning Xiao had cleared it, how could they possibly win? Boss Xiao, how did you get so good? Are you human? Fong Suo retracted his martial soul and scratched his head. Just hard work. Fong Suo snorted. They worked hard too, but they just couldn't compare. Hard work was part of it, but talent was the real difference. The battle was over. Everyone collected their martial souls and regrouped. They'd made a lot of progress lately. They thought they were closing the gap with Ning Xiao, but it just seemed to be getting wider. All right, you beautiful people. You can't handle this. I didn't even use my spirit bones. Time to step up the training. Today's drills will be increased to 10 sets. Zhu Qing, you'll carry the same weight as Rongrong. Everyone's faces fell. 1 set of training was already 100 kilometers of weighted running, not even counting the other stuff. 10 sets was going to be brutal. Rongrong, how much weight do you carry? Zhu Qing asked. 50 kilos, Ning Rongrong groaned. Zhu Qing's eyes widened. An assistant had to carry that much? Could her body even handle it? Zhu Qing wanted to hit something. End of this chapter. Chapter 54 Devil Training. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 54 Devil Training. 10 figures lined up along the kilometer-long runway, each burdened with armor-shaped weights crafted from refined iron. Zhu Qing felt the heavy load pressing down on her, a slight frown etching itself onto her pretty face. 50 kilograms is about what a small adult woman weighs. Carrying that weight on your back isn't impossible, most people could manage it, but running 100 kilometers? That's a whole different ball game. Ning Xiao's running with us too? Zhu Qing asked, surprised, glancing at Ning Xiao at the head of the group who was also bearing a heavy load. Of course. We're a team, right? And Ning Xiao, as our captain, has to train with us. Plus, Ning Xiao's carrying 10 times what I am. Du Guyan said with a grin. 10 times. 500 kilograms. Zhu Qing's eyes widened. She thought her 50 kilograms was tough, but this was insane. Du Guyan shook her head. You're just starting out, so you're carrying the same as Rongrong and Lingling, the least. We've been doing this for years, soaking in medicinal baths every day, even eating soul beast meat sometimes. Our bodies are used to it. Our weights are all different too. Fong Suo is a strength-type soul master, so he's carrying 200 kilograms. Zhao Yi, Haikua, and Chi-Chi are a little behind me, but they still have 100 kilograms each. And Rongrong and Lingling are support types, so their bodies are the weakest. 50 kilograms for them. Hearing Du Guyan's explanation, Zhu Qing was starting to freak out. If Ning Xiao was carrying 10 times Du Guyan's load, that meant she was lugging around 1,000 kilograms, that's like carrying over 20 women. Is that even humanly possible? And these other folks here were all animals too. Alright, everyone, keep up the pace, steady speed, stay consistent. Ning Xiao, at the front, had already started running, with Zhu Qing trailing at the back. This was going to be rough, but if she wanted to get stronger, she had to pay the price. Zhu Qing might not be the most naturally gifted, but she possessed a determination that others lacked. The other students were in class, leaving only a few teachers to monitor the training on the track. Each member of Ning Xiao's Liuli team was considered a valuable asset to the academy, so they couldn't afford to take any chances. The teachers had prepared warm salt water, and after each lap, Ning Xiao called for a break to rehydrate. Sweat dripped from everyone on the track, their heavy, rhythmic steps creating a kind of war song. Zhu Qing was exhausted. 50 kilograms was proving to be more than she'd expected, but she didn't give up. supporting herself with Ning Rongrong and Yi Lingling beside her, she kept moving forward, her footsteps grew heavier and heavier. She couldn't remember how far she'd run. All she could see was the track ahead, and all she felt was her unwavering resolve. Even Ning Xiao, at the front, was starting to feel the strain. She was carrying significantly more weight than everyone else. However, Ning Xiao's body had been enhanced by 2 types of fairy grass, reinforced by 2 purple and 1 black soul ring, and blessed with soul bones, making her far stronger than the others, so it wasn't a big problem. They'd already done over 40 laps, 40 kilometers in total, with 50 kilograms on her back. That distance was more than enough for Zhu Zhuqing to push her limits several times over, even with her strong will. Zhu Zhuqing eventually collapsed from exhaustion. Rongrong, Lingling, you guys are already running on fumes, so that's it for you today. Take Zhuqing back to rest. You don't need to do any more training today. You still have your medicine, so go back to the dorm, take a medicinal bath, and get some food when you wake up, Ning Xiao said, coming to the back of the line to address the support team. Okay, Ning Rongrong and Yi Lingling replied weakly, too tired to say much more. They called over a few female teachers, and the 3 of them headed towards the dorm. Zhu Zhuqing was out cold, but Ning Rongrong and Yi Lingling were still conscious. This wasn't because Zhu Zhuqing was weaker, but because she was new to the training and hadn't adjusted to the intensity yet. Yi Lingling and Ning Rongrong had been training for years, and Ning Rongrong had been doing basic training with Ning Xiao since she was 3. Zhu Zhuqing was an agility-based attacker and had also consumed fairy grass, so theoretically, her body should be stronger than the 2 support types. Ning Xiao was confident that Zhu Zhuqing would catch up with everyone soon, at least to Dugu Yan's level. Mouse, you're support too, so ditch the weight and just run with us like this for a while. You can put it back on when you've recovered a little, Ning Xiao told Ning Hao. Alright, Ning Hao replied, stowing his burden in his storage soul guide. While Ning Xiao and her team were training, Shrek Academy was undergoing its own grueling training under Master Yu Xiaojiang. The master's theory was correct in one thing, a soul master's body is their foundation. Yu Xiaojiang placed great importance on tempering his students' bodies. 10 round trips from Shrek Academy to Soto City totaled 80 to 90 kilometers. This was a daunting task for the Shrek 7 Devils. That's right, the 7 Devils, while Tang San and the others were with Zhao Waoqi in the Star Do Great Forest searching for spirit rings. Shrek Academy was still accepting students. When Zhao Wuji demonstrated the power of a soul sage at Shrek Academy's gate, a few kids had shown up, impressed. 2 of them passed Shrek Academies for admission tests. Both were 12 years old, one at level 22, the other at level 23. Both had the best soul rings, 2 yellows, so they could certainly be called monsters. On the road between Shrek Academy and Soto City, 7 people carried 40 to 50 kilograms of stones on their backs. Sharing the burden, supporting each other, they completed Yu Xiaojiang's training plan. In the end, they collapsed, exhausted, and had to be carried to the dorm by some villagers. Xiao Gang, I told you their training was your responsibility, but your training plan is way too expensive. The medicine and food cost dozens of gold soul coins each time. The Academy's funds are limited. If we keep this up, we'll all be eating dirt in 2 months. Flender looked distressed. Those were gold soul coins. Of course, he wouldn't stop it. He was willing to spend money on training the students. He was just thinking about the future. The master's face was stiff, and he snorted. We can't let money stop us, can we? A soul sage can't even fund the academy. Flender feigned anger. I don't want to have to beg for money. Otherwise, with my soul sage cultivation, I could join any faction and get rich. Xiao Gang, I have no problem with your methods, but I have to remind you that the academy has limited funds. The master looked embarrassed. Yu Xiaojiang had great faith in his training, but he hadn't anticipated that money would be an issue. If he had more money, Yu Xiaojiang could buy better medicine and more nourishing food. Just wait. When I start my second phase, the academy won't have to worry about funding, Yu Xiaojiang said coolly. End of this chapter. Chapter 55 The Ownership of the 10,000 Years Soul Bone. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 55, The 10,000-Year Soul Bone. Life went on as usual, with everyone training hard. Meanwhile, Ning Xiao made a trip back to the 7-treasure glazed tile school. Uncle Ning, I've got a few things for you. In the secret room, Ning Xiao produced a brocade box and handed it to Ning Fengji. Curiosity piqued, Ning Fengji opened it. The box practically glowed. A soul bone, Ning Fengji, sword Douluo, and bone Douluo were instantly drawn to the crystalline, spine-like object nestled inside. They were absolutely floored. It's definitely a soul bone. A very unusual one, at that. I can't pinpoint its age or the soul beast it came from. But it's clearly a torso bone. You know I already have one, Uncle Ning, so I don't need this. I'll leave it to you to figure out what to do with it. Ning Xiao said, his expression serious. Ning Fengji frowned, examining the soul bone closely. Suddenly, his face went grave. This is a 10,000-year soul bone. He exclaimed. What? Sword Douluo and bone Douluo were equally stunned. 10,000-year soul bones were incredibly rare. As far as they knew, only Pope Bibi Dong might possess one, and now, here was one right in front of them. Wait, this is really a 10,000-year soul bone? Ning Xiao asked, feigning surprise. Xiao, where did you get this? Ning Fengji's tone was serious. Ning Xiao took a deep breath, pretending to fight down his excitement. Then he began to speak. A few months ago, I went to the Star Do Great Forest to train. While hunting soul beasts, my external soul bone attracted some unwanted attention. Initially, just one soul emperor tried to take it from me. I took him out. But that was like kicking a hornet's nest. More powerful people started showing up. Some were even soul saints and soul douluos. I couldn't beat them head-on, but I wasn't about to let them get the best of me. I tracked them for a while and figured out they were guarding something. I found an opportunity to slip them some poison and grabbed what they were protecting. That's the story. Ning Xiao recounted the tale, throwing in details to make it sound convincing. Of course, none of it had actually happened. But a 10,000-year soul bone needed a plausible backstory. Ning Fengji and the others frowned, finding the story a bit far-fetched. But Ning Xiao told it with such conviction, and he had the soul bone to prove it. They found it easier to believe his elaborate story than to imagine him actually killing a 10,000-year soul beast. By the way, Uncle Ning, besides this, I've absorbed another soul bone and have 6 manuals. They're all pretty great, and I think they could really help the sect. Ning Xiao handed Ning Fengji the 6 booklets containing the Shentian treasure records. Ning Fengji glanced through them and immediately recognized their value. Does anyone know who was after you? Ning Fengji asked, more interested in who was targeting Ning Xiao than in his other soul bone. Nothing that points to a specific group. But the place where there were over a dozen soul saints and contras. Ning Xiao trailed off. Ning Fengji's eyes narrowed. He knew exactly what Ning Xiao was talking about. They were after a 10,000-year soul bone. That meant their plans were serious. The fact that they'd gone after Ning Xiao, who he had such high hopes for, only made Ning Fengji more disgusted with them. Uncle Ning, things have been peaceful on the continent for too long, but tensions are brewing. The 7-treasure glazed tile school might be one of the top 3 sects and enjoy a privileged position, but when the power balance shifts, we can't assume we'll be safe. You need to start planning for the future. Ning Xiao warned. Xiao, I know you're sharp, and you see a lot. But you're still young. Your job is to get stronger and lead your team. Don't worry about the big picture. I'm on it. Ning Fengji patted Ning Xiao on the shoulder, trying to reassure him. Easy for you to say, Ning Xiao thought. All he could do was nudge Ning Fengji in the right direction. As long as he was thinking ahead, that was enough. Uncle Ning, Grandpa Jian, Grandpa Gu, I'll be going now. Ning Xiao bowed slightly and left the secret room. Once Ning Xiao was gone, Ning Fengji's gaze returned to the 10,000-year soul bone. before absorbing a soul bone, it's important to ensure it's a good fit for the soul master, but at the 10,000-year level, that was no longer an issue. Humans have 6 soul bones, with the head being the most important and the torso second. This was the second most valuable type. Whoever absorbed it would get incredible benefits. Of course, he couldn't just hand it over to the spirit hall. The best thing would be to quietly let someone else absorb it. I can't say for sure what kind of soul beast this came from, but I can sense it. It must have been a 10,000-year beast with terrifying power. Absorbing it would significantly boost attack and defense, which doesn't really suit me. Uncle Jian, Uncle Bone, you guys figure it out. Ning Fengji passed it on without hesitation. Any other title Douluo would fight tooth and nail for a 10,000-year soul bone. But Sword Douluo and Bone Douluo had been friends for too long to let it come between them. Old Bone, you should take it. Your Bone Dragon martial soul is known for its defense. This will really boost it. Sword Douluo pushed the soul bone toward Bone Douluo. Ha! Bone Douluo laughed, picking up the soul bone. This is great. You always beat me because of your level. I bet if I absorb this, I can finally surpass you. Bone Douluo admired the soul bone, then after 10 minutes, he pushed it back to Jian Douluo. Old Bone, what are you doing? Sword Douluo was surprised. Chen Xian, as much as I want to beat you, this will help you more. You should take it. You're the strongest attacker among the titled Douluos. This will only make you stronger. Didn't you say you learned something from your fight with the Titan Giant Ape? Maybe this will help you break through. Bone Douluo saw that Jian Douluo was hesitant. Don't refuse, he urged. Xiao's right. Things are uncertain. If you get stronger, we'll be ready when trouble comes. Sword Douluo was moved. He punched Bone Douluo in the shoulder, snatched the soul bone, and said, Fine, you old coot. Go get some rest. Hey! You hit me. Let's go 100 rounds. Bone Douluo yelled. Ning Fengji shook his head. They'd been fighting forever. This was their natural state. He turned his attention to the 6 manuals. He was shocked by the contents: the Xiantian Kung Fu for cultivation, the Ghost Shadow Arts for movement, the Purple Demon Eyes for mental power and sight, the Controlling Crane Catching Dragon for grappling, and the Jade Hand for hand training. These could give non-combat soul masters a fighting chance, and the hidden weapons were incredible. Some of the techniques and mechanical weapons didn't even need soul power. This was perfect for the 7 treasure glazed tile school. Chapter 57 Ning Xiao, a mere year soul bone, not rare. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 57 Ning Xiao, a mere 1,000-year-old soul bone. No big deal. Sunset painted the forest gold. Everyone moved forward with caution. In the center of the group, a massive brown bear lumbered along on all fours. Perched comfortably on its back was a handsome young man, holding a rope in his hand like reins. Dugu Yen watched Ning Xiao, a look of utter exasperation on his face. They'd agreed the bear was supposed to be a pet, but it had become a glorified pack animal. Plus, he thought Ning Xiao was way too rough. Any time the big bear displeased him, Ning Xiao would slash at it with his knife, making the poor thing yelp. As dusk settled, the group made camp. The girls headed to their tents, while a few of the guys discussed taking watch in shifts. Ning Xiao tied the big bear to a tree, then found his own spot to meditate. This dirt-colored bear was probably a little over 2,000 years old, which meant any soul bone it dropped would also be around that age. While that wasn't ancient by any means, the circumstances required for a soul bone to appear were so rare that the demand far outstripped the supply. Even a 2,000-year-old soul bone could fetch hundreds of thousands of gold soul coins at auction. Right now, Ning Xiao only had a torso and right arm soul bone. The earth bear's soul bone, however, was for the left leg, so he could add it. 2,000 years is seriously underpowered. It's barely worth absorbing. System, just fuse it with the torso bone for me. Ning Xiao gave the command, and the system executed it immediately. No one bothered Ning Xiao while he meditated. it didn't take long for him to complete the fusion. The meager 2,000-year-old soul bone didn't make a huge difference, but the effective age of his torso soul bone crept up to nearly 53,000 years. When he used its skill, power of the earth, the effect was noticeably stronger. Ning Xiao came out of his trance and glanced at the earth bear tied nearby. It was lying down, looking docile, but who knew what it was really thinking? It wasn't easy to truly break a soul beast, otherwise, they'd stab you in the back. In theory, a soul beast can give me 6 body soul bones, 1 external soul bone, and 1 soul ring. Since the external bone can't be fused, exploding all 6 bones from this guy could add 12,000 years to my torso bone. But the drop rate for soul bones is so low. Who knows how long I'd have to wait to get all 6. While earth bears aren't exactly a dime a dozen, they're not super rare either. You can stumble across them. If I look hard enough, I can find more. I couldn't beat that 50,000-year-old earth bear last time, but I'll be ready to have a little chat with it when I'm strong enough. I'm really curious to see what kind of skills power of the earth will evolve into when my torso spirit bone hits 100,000 years. Lost in thought, Ning Xiao got up, walked over to the 2,000-year-old earth bear, pulled out his chaos sword, and slashed at it a couple of times. The earth bear glared at him with pure resentment. "Alright, dummy, behave yourself tonight. I know you can send messages through the ground. Don't even think about attracting any soul beasts to attack us. Even if those beasts could take us on, if I catch you messing around, I'm chopping you up and making bear paw soup. But if you stay out of trouble, I'll let you go when I'm done having my fun." Ning Xiao brandished his chaos sword, making it look like he was about to hack off a paw. The bear scrambled to hide its paws under its belly, its big eyes wide with surprise. It was like it was trying to figure out how Ning Xiao knew it could communicate through the earth. The night passed peacefully. The next day, they continued on their way. The canyon Douluo Yen had described was still a few days' journey. "Stupid bear, watch where you're going. You almost made me fall." Ning Xiao slashed the earth bear a couple more times, just to remind it who was boss. Zhu Zhuqing, walking beside Ning Xiao, just shook her head. This guy really had a thing for picking fights with a bear. They say bears aren't exactly known for being good pets, and they're tough to tame. It had been days, and the earth bear was still acting up every chance it got. It's so much easier with a cat. They're cute and well-behaved. Just give them a little fish, and they become super affectionate. Finally, after several days, they reached the Grand Canyon Douluo Yen had mentioned. Ning Xiao led the earth bear over to Fang Suo, handed him the rope and said, "Fang Suo, keep an eye on this guy. Don't let it wander off. I'm going to scout ahead." Fang Suo took the rope and gave it a firm tug. The earth bear was powerful, but Fang Suo's own spirit was also a bear, and he was stronger. "Ning Xiao, you're just going in there alone. What about giving us some combat experience?" Douluo Yen asked, sounding suspicious. "There's plenty of time for that. I'm not in a hurry. Rongrong's spirit ring is my priority. Didn't you say there's a 5,000-year-old diamond mammoth in there? That's perfect for her 4th spirit ring. I'll just grab it," Ning Xiao said. "Brother Ning Xiao, you're so sweet," Ning Rongrong said, deeply touched. Ning Xiao ruffled her hair affectionately, told everyone to stay safe, then summoned his bat wings and flew into the canyon. Looking down from above, Ning Xiao saw that the canyon was practically a soul beast convention. There weren't many over 5,000 years old, but there were plenty that were a few hundred years old. Purple Demon Eye. Ning Xiao activated his purple demon eye and scanned the area from above, searching for his target. Before long, he spotted a large creature that looked like it was made of crystal, reflecting the light. A diamond mammoth. That was a top-tier soul beast. The elephant armor sect, one of the lower 4 sects among the 7 major sects, used it as their inherited spirit. This was a rare find. He didn't expect to find one in the wild. With its thick hide and incredible strength, the diamond mammoth was perfect for Ning Rongrong's 4th spirit ring. Ning Xiao watched the diamond mammoth from the sky. estimating its age to be around 7,000 years. The age limit for a fourth spirit ring is 5,000 years, and this beast is already past that. But Rongrong took fairy grass and has been training hard. Her body is much stronger than normal people. With the lovesick heartbroken red protecting her, she should be able to absorb a 7,000-year-old diamond mammoth with no problem. Ning Xiao thought, then flapped his wings and swooped down. Mid-descent, he unleashed his Chaos God knife, opening with a long-range attack to startle the diamond mammoth. This creature was huge, but slow. It was like a punching bag for someone who could fly and attack from a distance. The host uses the natal weapon Chaos God Knife to launch the second soul skill, Shocking Half-Moon Calamity, triggering a critical strike effect, causing double damage. Used by the host. The host uses the natal weapon Chaos God Knife to launch the second soul skill, Shocking Half-Moon Calamity, which triggers a critical strike effect, obtains an additional drop, and obtains the Diamond Mammoth right arm soul bone. Ning Xiao used hit-and-run tactics for 5 minutes, eventually taking down the 7,000-year-old Diamond Mammoth. The beast glared at Ning Xiao, full of resentment. It had been a humiliating fight. When a soul beast is full of resentment, killing it offers a better shot at landing a soul bone. In other words, there was a good chance he could get another bone if he finished it off now, but Ning Xiao had no intention of doing that. Killing the mammoth would make it lose the soul ring, which he was after in the first place. For Ning Xiao, a measly 7,000-year-old soul bone was nothing special. End of this chapter. Chapter 58 Soul Sect Ning Rongrong. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Edited content. Boom. The big guy crashed to the ground in front of them. Fang Sua and the others circled the diamond mammoth, examining its battle scars before finally accepting it. Dude, that's a 5,000-year-old diamond mammoth. Its hide is tougher than a 10,000-year soul beast. How'd you bag it so fast? We knew you were strong, Boss Xiao, but taking it down in under half an hour after entering the canyon? That's insane. Everyone was in awe. Even the Earth Grey Bear, clutched in Fang Sua's arms, looked terrified at the sight of the diamond mammoth. As a power-type soul beast, it knew how impenetrable the mammoth's defenses were. The fact that Ning Xiao took down such a beast made the bear think Ning Xiao could easily squash him. The Earth Grey Bear pawed frantically, afraid Ning Xiao would decide to chop him into pieces. Ning Xiao grabbed one of the mammoth's thick hooves and dragged the multi-ton body across the ground. Rongrong, you're with me to absorb the soul ring. Yen Yen, keep an eye out for any trouble. After a quick explanation, everyone got to work. The diamond mammoth had incredible defenses, so even severely wounded, it was almost unkillable. But Ning Xiao had kept hitting it, breaking through the hide, until Rongrong was able to target its weak spot, ending it easily. A deep purple soul ring floated up, and Ning Rongrong immediately sat down to absorb it. The 7,000-year soul ring was a bit of a challenge, but she pulled it off. Congrats, Rongrong. You're a 4-ring soul sect now. Ning Xiao said, smiling. Ning Rongrong grinned back, a soul sect at less than 13 years old. Unheard of. The vain girl was beaming with pride. Hee hee. Ning Rongrong giggled, her dimples making her even more adorable. No need for thank yous between them, their bond was that strong. Rongrong, I've got another surprise for you. Ning Xiao reached into his storage soul guide and pulled out a dazzling arm bone that looked like a diamond. The light reflected off it was mesmerizing. Ignoring its use, it was already a priceless treasure. Ning Rongrong knew it was far more than an ornament. It was a soul bone, the kind that drove soul masters wild. Is that a soul bone? She asked, shocked. Yep. I pulled it from the diamond mammoth right after you absorbed the soul ring. While the diamond mammoth's known for defense, this soul bone is basically a gemstone in every sense. Perfect for your 7 treasures glazed tile pagoda. Plus, soul rings and soul bones from the same beast sometimes unlock special abilities. Go on, absorb it. Okay. Ning Rongrong didn't hesitate. Ning Xiao had a soul bone, and so did Dugu Yen. Ning Rongrong had always been a little envious, not that she was worried, the 7-treasure glazed tile school could afford to buy her one eventually. But getting one now was a thrill, so, without even taking a break, Ning Rongrong sat down to absorb the bone. Absorbing a soul bone was much easier than a soul ring. In under 10 minutes, she was done. Waking up, she was obviously pleased with the results. Rongrong, what's the soul bone skill? Ning Xiao didn't need to ask about her 4th soul skill, knowing it boosted defense. The soul bone was the unknown. Brother Ning Xiao, let me tell you. Ning Rongrong whispered excitedly, explaining it. Ning Xiao's eyes widened in surprise. A soul ring and soul bone from the same beast really did have incredible synergy. This bone's effect was on par with a 10,000-year one. Boss Xiao, Rongrong, you two finally came out. We were about to come looking for you. Didn't want to interrupt anything. Ning Xiao and Ning Rongrong emerged and Zhao Yi circled around them suspiciously. Did absorbing a soul ring really take that long? He suspected other things were happening. Zhao Yi, have you no filter? Rongrong's still a kid. Ning Xiao's expression darkened. He put his arm around Zhao Yi's shoulder, squeezed until he was gasping for air, and whispered a mock warning. Ning Rongrong was innocent and didn't catch Zhao Yi's innuendo, but Ning Xiao definitely did. Cough, Boss Xiao, my bad, let me go. Zhao Yi begged. Ning Xiao released him, glaring, and Zhao Yi scurried away. Rongrong, what's your 4th soul skill? Du Guyan asked, unable to contain her curiosity. He. Ning Rongrong winked, not holding back. Defense boost, of course. It increases defense by 50%, and it buffs my first 3 soul skills by 50%, too. Unbelievable. Everyone was impressed, especially Fang Suo. As a power-type soul master, defense was one of his strong suits. Ning Rongrong's 50% boost would benefit him immensely. Rongrong's got a new soul skill, so we gotta test it out. Zhao Yi, you're up. Rongrong's gonna assist you. Let's practice. Ning Xiao smiled sweetly at Zhao Yi, but that smile sent shivers down Zhao Yi's spine. Boss Xiao, I'm good. I'm an agility type, so I'm not really a good fit. Try Fang Suo. He's thick-skinned. He'd be a better punching bag. Zhao Yi shook his head vigorously, refusing to fight Ning Xiao. Ning Xiao was way too strong. Even the diamond mammoth couldn't handle him. Fang Suo's face darkened. Did he hear right? So, because he's thick-skinned, he's the perfect target practice. He was being thrown to the wolves. Boss Xiao, don't listen to him. I wouldn't dare fight you. Fang Suo protested quickly. He. Hearing them bickering, Du Guyan giggled. Even Zhu Zhuqing cracked a small smile. This wasn't so bad. Zhao Yi, if you're too chicken to fight Boss Xiao, I'll spar with you. Rongrong can assist you, right? Or are you scared? Fang Suo handed Ning Xiao the rope that had tied the earth bear and stepped forward eagerly. Zhao Yi had gone too far, practically volunteering him as Ning Xiao's personal punching bag. He'd get even, one way or another. Bring it on. I'm not afraid. Zhao Yi stepped forward defiantly, then turned to Ning Rongrong with a wide smile. Rongrong, you gotta help me out. End of this chapter. Chapter 59 Ning Rongrong #039, S Soul Bone Skills. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 59 Ning Rongrong Soul Bone Skills. Everyone stepped back, clearing space for Fang Suo and Zhao Yi. Fang Suo, a 4-ring soul master, and Zhao Yi, a 3-ring soul master, both summoned their martial souls. 9 treasures, turn to Lioli. The 9 treasures shine, 4th, royal. 9 treasures shine, 2nd, strength. Ning Rongrong held the 9 treasures glazed pagoda, its 1 yellow and 3 purple soul rings pulsing rhythmically, surrounded by 9 colored light like a celestial being. Her voice clear, she chanted, and 2 beams of light landed on Zhao Yi. Just testing a new soul skill, Ning Rongrong didn't maximize Zhao Yi's speed as she used her abilities. her right arm also glowed faintly, making her 9 treasures glazed tower even more dazzling. Feeling the changes in his body, Zhao Yi was ecstatic. Fang Suo, let's see who's tougher. Zhao Yi charged at Fang Suo with newfound confidence, abandoning his speed advantage as an agility-based fighter to challenge Fang Suo's strength. Fang Suo's eyebrows rose in amusement. He'd been worried about facing Zhao Yi's speed, but his opponent was playing right into his hands. Huh, bring it on, Fang Suo laughed, rushing toward Zhao Yi with his massive fist. Bang! Their fists collided, sending them both staggering. Fang Suo retreated 5 steps, while Zhao Yi only backed up 3. Damn, Big Bear, your power is seriously impressive. Zhao Yi shook his arm, praising Fang Suo with a smile on his face. An 8-level difference, even matched against a strength-based fighter, was a victory in his book. Fang Suo was surprised, not expecting this outcome. Again, Fang Suo waved his fist, playfully challenging Zhao Yi, who eagerly met him. They went toe-to-toe. Bang, bang, bang. They exchanged several blows, the results nearly identical. Du Guyan and the others were amazed. Ning Rongrong's support was virtually game-breaking if an agility type could hold their own against a power type head-on. Huh, awesome, Zhao Yi laughed excitedly, while Fang Suo just looked disgruntled. Suddenly, a white blur flashed in front of Zhao Yi. He paled, raising his arm to block, but a black blade slammed into him. The host uses his natal weapon, the Chaos God Knife, for a normal attack, triggering a critical hit effect, currently doubling power. With a bang, Zhao Yi flew like a ping-pong ball. What the hell, Boss Xiao, that's a cheap shot, Zhao Yi cursed, limping back after a moment. Seeing Zhao Yi's injuries, Yi Lingling sighed. For soul rings flared, and a beautiful 9-heart begonia bloomed in her hands. Rongrong, your soul skill must do more than that, right? The perceptive Du Guyan asked. Hee, the boost from my 4th soul ability is only 50%, but I just absorbed a diamond mammoth soul bone. Ning Rongrong said proudly, twirling her 9 treasures glazed tile pagoda. These were her closest friends, she had nothing to hide. Soul bone, everyone gasped, even the normally reserved Yi Lingling and Zhu Zhuqing shot envious glances at Ning Rongrong, the most coveted treasure for soul masters, and Ning Rongrong had suddenly acquired one. Soul bone. Rongrong, what abilities does it give you? Lu Qiqi practically vibrated with curiosity, staring at Ning Rongrong with wide eyes. Sister Qiqi, it increases my 4th soul abilities boost by 10% and reduces its consumption by 20%. Ning Rongrong explained, smiling. Whoa. Everyone inhaled sharply, that was an incredible skill. Increasing the 4th soul abilities boost by 10% meant it provided a 60% increase in defense. Ning Xiao stared at Ning Rongrong, dumbfounded. He would have achieved the same boost level as Ning Rongrong upon reaching the soul sect, but the soul bone had created a huge gap. Moreover, Ning Xiao already consumed more soul power than Ning Rongrong. With the soul bone's reduction, the difference was even greater. Soul bone, Ning Xiao stared intently, full of longing. Huh, Rongrong's 4th soul ring is done, so it's back to normal training. Yen, you can take charge. Ning Xiao said, grinning. Meanwhile, lying on the ground, the big gray bear noticed that no one was holding its rope, and its eyes widened. It crept backward like a caterpillar, wriggling. Seeing that it didn't attract attention, the earth gray bear grew bolder. It stood up, placing its paws on the ground, and shuffled backward. No one noticed. The gray bear was about to turn and run, but then it saw Ning Xiao walking toward it with a smile, and the bear froze in terror. It had been held captive by Fang Suo for hours, knowing Fang Suo was far stronger. And Zhao Yi's ability to tie with Fang Suo showed Zhao Yi was powerful as well, yet, Ning Xiao had sent Zhao Yi flying. The earth gray bear was terrified, quickly collapsing and burying its paws beneath its belly. Run. No way, it had clearly been lying down for too long and simply wanted to adjust its position. There was free food and drink here, and it didn't have to search for it. Being a pet was great. Ning Xiao came to the earth gray bear and poked it twice in the back, causing it to want to cry from the pain. Little Hui Hui, were you thinking of running away? Ning Xiao said menacingly, holding his knife. The earth gray bear looked miserable. If it could speak, it would tell Ning Xiao that it would never run away. Ning Xiao slashed twice, without triggering a soul bone drop, then he stopped bothering with the big bear, picked up the rope, jumped on its back, and sat down. Training resumed. Everyone searched the forest for powerful soul beasts, honing their skills through combat. Another month passed. Su Haikwa reached level 39, Zhu Zhuqing was on the verge of level 40, and Ning Xiao felt he was close to leveling up as well. Occasionally, Ning Xiao would find a reason to beat up the earth gray bear. Finally, a second soul bone dropped, and Ning Xiao added it to his torso soul bone without hesitation. During their training, the age of Ning Xiao's soul rings also changed. Host, Ning Xiao, natal weapon, chaos sword, level, 39, cultivation method, Xiantian Kungfu, spirit rings, first spirit ring, 9,991 years, second spirit ring, 9,999 years, third spirit ring, 32,145 years, soul skills, first soul skill, phantom tribulation, second soul skill, frightening half-moon tribulation, third soul skill. Explosive killing earth-breaking tribulation, soul bones, external soul bone, cloud bat wing, torso soul bone, earth gray bear soul bone, left arm soul bone, soft bone rabbit soul bone, soul bone skills, torso soul bone, power of the earth, left arm soul bone, teleportation, invincible golden body, special skills, controlling cranes and catching dragons, ghost shadows, mysterious jade hands, purple demon eyes, hidden weapons knowledge, world opened, Douluo continent, explanation. Every attack with your natal weapon is a guaranteed critical hit, with a high probability of causing massive damage, continuous damage, and fear. There is a small chance of an extra drop. End of this chapter. Chapter 60. Chapter 60. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 60. Ning Xiao's always thought the best training came from real fights. These last few months in Sunset Forest have really shown results. Everyone's improved, no doubt. Even if their levels haven't jumped much, their fighting skills and teamwork are way better. Nighttime, some folks were pulling night watch duty while everyone else crashed. Ning Xiao had the grizzly bear tied to a tree. It was just lying there like a good dog. Around midnight, Ning Xiao relieved Fang Suo, taking over the night watch for the rest of the night. The night just kept getting darker, swallowing up the stars and the moon. All of a sudden, the grizzly bear's ears perked up. It jolted awake, its eyes fixed on something far off, looking almost surprised. That's just a talent the earth grizzly bear has. It can feel what's happening around it through the ground. Doesn't reach too far, but it's good for spotting trouble early. The earth grizzly bear glanced at Ning Xiao, who was leaning against the tree with his eyes shut, then went back to sleep like nothing was up. But by that tree, even with his eyes closed, Ning Xiao's lips quirked into a little smile. Out of the darkness, a dozen guys in black were creeping closer. Quiet down, don't spook our prey. Can you believe our luck? 5 babes ripe for the picking. Especially those 2 youngest ones, so fresh and sweet. A bunch of little kids wandering around Sunset Forest. They've got no clue. Those beauties deserve some brotherly love. Boss, doesn't look like they're just any nobodies. Are we sure this isn't gonna backfire? You scared? This is the life we chose, ain't it? Get over it. Alright, chop chop, fellas. Kill the guys, then we'll have our fun with the girls. No loose ends. Even if they're connected, who's gonna pin it on us? They've only got a couple of soul sects, no match for us. Huh, you said it, boss. Too bad we gotta off those cuties after we're done, especially that purple-haired one. She's a real head-turner. From the darkness, a weird fog started drifting toward the tents. The big grizzly bear sniffed the air, rolled its eyes, and passed out cold. Moments later, the dozen black-clad figures rushed forward. They saw Ning Xiao slumped against the tree and smirked. Huh, seriously? A bunch of kids who've never seen real danger. The boss just sprinkled a little poison and knocked 'em all out. Said a guy with a pointy chin and shifty eyes, their leader, wearing black, yanked down his mask. He looked to be in his early 30s, with a pale, almost sickly face. Heh, even a soul emperor would get a jolt from my ghost spider venom. These little ones never stood a chance, the boss bragged. True that, boss. Ain't nobody can handle your brew, a younger guy chimed in. Thought they'd put up a bit more of a fight. They went down before we even got close, another guy said. Women, riches, it's all ours, a thug added. Ha! The boss waved his hand. Enough chatter. Let's get to work. Wan Laoba, take a couple guys and finish off the boys. I'm ready to get cozy with those girls. You can have seconds. There's a bear over there, too. Roast it up after you're done and refuel. With that, the boss tore off toward the girls' tent, face alight with anticipation. Huh, boss, I'm with ya. 5 sweeties to play with? Share the love. Me too. Me too. A few more followed the boss towards the tents. Meanwhile, the guy named Wang Laobai nodded to 2 others, and they headed to the boys' tent. A goateed soul master with a dagger crept up to Ning Xiao, raised the blade, and aimed for his heart, but the knife stopped halfway. The soul master saw that Ning Xiao's palm had turned a white jade color, gripping his knife tightly. You weren't poisoned, the goat-beard soul master said in disbelief. His complexion changed suddenly, and he was about to activate the martial soul, but saw strangely shaped iron props suddenly appearing in Ning Xiao's other hand. The goat-beard soul master couldn't recognize what it was, but he also felt the danger of death, and that's when Ning Xiao squeezed the trigger. Thwip, 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 several bolts from the Zhuge crossbow flew straight at the soul master's head. Caught completely off guard, with no time to activate his soul or dodge, the soul master stood no chance. Thwack, thwack, star. The bolts slammed into the soul master's face, and his head exploded. Ning Xiao moved fast, using his ghost shadow fan trace to leap out of the way at a crazy angle. Just after Ning Xiao left, blood spattered across the spot where he'd been sitting. At the same time, the other 2 tents exploded with action. Thwip, thwip, star. The sound of crossbow bolts filled the air. 4 of the 5 guys about to burst into the girls' tent dropped dead. Only the boss had the speed to react, summoning his spirit, his 6 spirit rings pulsing as he dove for cover. The 3 who'd gone into the boys' tent were all ripped apart by arrows. None of them stood a chance of escaping. Now, out of a dozen, only 7 men in black were still breathing. They summoned their spirits, 1 soul emperor, 3 soul kings, 2 soul sects, and a soul master. None of them had top-tier soul ring setups. Dugu Yen and the others came out of the tent. Ning Rongrong and Zhu Zhuqing looked shaken, feeling guilty about the killing. Being so young, Yi Lingling was always icy. She felt sick, sure, but she was almost 20, so she could handle it better than Zhu Zhuqing and Ning Rongrong. Dugu Yen and Lu Qiqi didn't seem too bothered. Dugu Yen, being raised by her eccentric grandpa, had seen her fair share of death. Lu Qiqi, though, was nervous. She seemed more upset about comforting Ning Rongrong and Zhu Zhuqing than killing anyone. Rongrong, Zhuqing, don't freak out. They deserved it. We're bringing justice to the world. If little bro Ning Xiao hadn't heard them coming and sent us a warning, we'd be the ones dead now. Lu Qiqi tried to reassure the 2 girls, but Zhu Zhuqing and Ning Rongrong just stayed quiet, pale and tense. Dugu Yen stood in front, the jade phosphorus snake spirit wrapped around her, guarding the others behind her. Fang Sua and the guys came out, spirit summoned, ready for a fight. The fake smile on the villain boss's face turned cold. He didn't know why his poison hadn't worked, but so many of his guys were dead, and he'd make them pay. Then the villain boss saw Ning Hao standing behind Fang Sua, and his face went white. 7 treasure glazed tile pagoda. These people can't live. That's what went through the villain boss's head. Things had gone too far. No going back. And with a member of the 7 treasure glazed tile school, he couldn't let them escape. If even one got away, the full weight of the 7 treasure glazed tile school would come down on them, and they'd have nowhere to hide.